A recent report reveals sky-high unemployment benefits to the tune of $100,000 in some states. The Heritage Foundation, along with experts at the University of Chicago, found families in states like New Jersey, Washington, can receive the annual equivalent of a six-figure income with no one working, all thanks to a combo of state and federal unemployment benefits and Obamacare subsidies. Joining us now tonight is co-author of the study and research fellow for regional economics at the Heritage Foundation, Antoni. EJ, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining us. So, after reading this, you're kind of scratching your head, right? I got to believe a lot of people hearing this tonight. So you go to work, most of us every day. You bust your tail, you bring home your check. And maybe I should just be sitting home collecting unemployment because I could make six figures. Is that what this is all about here? What's going on?
No, I think that's a very good summary indeed, because we're seeing a lot of businesses unable to hire workers today. And I think a gratuitous amount of welfare benefits is a key part of the explanation for why that is happening.
Is this just, what are the states that are doling it out? Who are they? I mean, we mentioned Washington, some other states, but is it everyone or half the states? What is it?
In about a dozen states, you can actually get benefits that are equal to or above the median income. And that includes not just income, but benefits as well. New Jersey, Washington State, Massachusetts, those would be the worst offenders where the annualized amount of benefits you can get actually exceeds a six-figure income, over $100,000.
So that includes, I'm guessing, health care benefits, food stamp benefits, money you get, right? All these things added up?
So actually, we only looked at two programs in our study, and that was Obamacare subsidies and unemployment benefits. The reason we chose just those two to look at is because they're not means tested. In other words, it does not disqualify you if you very recently had high levels of income. And the reason that's important is because a lot of these programs began as, or at least allegedly began, as a way to give a hand up to the poor and people out of work, but they have morphed into something very different, particularly Obamacare subsidies, where, for example, in some parts of the country, you can make $500,000 and you still qualify for those subsidies. So it's not a hand up to the poor, it's more of a handout to middle and upper income earners.
Of course, our society has a safety net for people who fall in hard times. How does this go past that?
Well, it's not just a matter of helping out people who have fallen on hard times, because again, these programs aren't even concerned with how much money a person is making, at least not directly. So once again, these have turned into programs that are not just simply a way to help people who have fallen on hard times, but have turned into a way for people to stay out of work.
But this is, we all have budgets. How is this sustainable? How can, our country is $30 trillion in debt. I don't think there are any states out there that are, well, I guess after a lot of the pandemic money came in, some are flush with cash. I'm not sure if that's still the case, but how is this sustainable?
Oh, it's not in any way whatsoever. And again, these are just two programs. We didn't even look at the whole plethora of means-tested programs which are available. And those are programs on which people can stay virtually, if not indefinitely. Those would include things like food stamps, which you mentioned, rental assistance. I'll just give that as one example. This is a single program, rental assistance. In one of the bedroom communities here in Washington, D.C., Loudoun County, Virginia, a family can get $25,000 a year in rental assistance alone. That's not including food stamps. That's not including subsidies for everything from education to transportation and everything else in between.
Where can people, if they want to find out more about this study, go to?
They can find it at heritage.org, also at Committee to Unleash Prosperity, and they can also find me on Twitter at @RealEJAntoni.
Antoni, thanks very much for appearing on our program tonight. Very insightful. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you for having me.